I'm Dan with the George Memorial Library, and today I'm going to talk about deed records. Deeds are a record source that may not be used as much as they should be, especially by beginning researchers. A deed can provide a good deal of information unavailable through other sources. Along with the names of the grantor, seller, and grantee, the buyer, the first name of the wife is often provided. Also, they can include deaths, the size of the property, and descriptions of the buildings and/or additions. Other bits of information you can get are the names of family members, friends, co-workers, and adjacent property owners. Deeds can also mention the person or couple's previous place of residence and new residence when buying or selling property. Deed books are copies of the original documents and sometimes weren't officially recorded until property was distributed to parties outside of the immediate family many years later. What are deeds? They are a legal document that transfers property from one person to another. Usually, it involves land, but can also be used for chattel or movable property such as furniture, farm animals, and even enslaved people. Earlier deed books often contained other records such as wills, bills of sale, etc. Deeds can help answer many questions, not just about the people involved, but you can also trace the history of a house or building. A current question I'm working on covers a little bit of both. When and where did John Mabie Autry die? And did they own and operate a store in Richmond, Texas in the 1880s? He appeared in the 1880 census for Lincoln Parish, Louisiana. In the 1900 census, his wife, Dia Nacy, is listed as a widow in Hardin, Texas. There is an unverified source that says they owned a store in Richmond, Robertson County, Texas, about 1885. I begin by doing an online search for the county, state, and land records. This took me to the Robertson County page. Then I clicked on Free Search. Enter your search terms and adjust the search criteria if needed. I began with a basic name search and got 6 results. And be sure to try alternative spellings. You will likely get additional records you may miss if you rely on the most common spelling of the name. Sometimes you will get a copy of the deed online, if available. In this case, it's just an index. I looked at the dates, and they are all in the period I'm interested in. Then I noted the volume and page number. Next step is to find where the deeds are housed. Visit the county clerk's page. For Robertson County, I was unable to find anything online about where the deeds are kept. The next step would be to call or email and inquire where they are stored. You can also check out worldcat.org for Robertson County deeds. It indicates that they are only available at the Family History Library in Salt Lake City, Utah. Since their goal is to digitize all their records, they stopped loaning out microfilm. Unless you can make a trip to Salt Lake, you should look for other options. First, you can visit the FamilySearch.org website. It is a free database, and you'll need a username and password to search the records. Click on Search, then Catalog. Search for the county, then click. Since we're looking for deeds, go to Land and Property Records. Scroll down to the volume you're interested in. I'm looking for volume 21. To the right, there is a camera icon. This means it is available to view online. The icons above with a key over the camera mean it's only available at a family history library or affiliate library. Click on the icon, then scroll to the correct volume. From there, search for the correct page. If the records are not available here, try another database like Ancestry.com, MyHeritage, etc. If you want to see if the records are stored anywhere else, do another general internet search. In this case, I searched for Robertson County, Texas land records and added microfilm. And it is available at the Texas State Library. The main page indicates the records are available through interlibrary loan. Once I have the deed record, if it's handwritten, I like to transcribe it. It gives you a chance to get used to the handwriting and provides an easily readable copy. Include punctuation and spelling errors as written. You can mark illegible words and perhaps work out what they are later. Next, I put the information into a timeline. I arrange it by date and put in the most useful information, including names, amount, and property description. The first highlighted entry from 1881 shows possibly the original lease where John purchased the land described as Lot Number 4 in Block Number 8, 25 feet fronting Main Street. It's possible this could be the location of the store the Autreys ran. The next highlight from 1889 looks like the same property is being purchased by J.C. Roberts. Next, J.C. Roberts is purchasing another piece of land that might be the same general area. Each deed mentions a map of the property drawn by Theo Cass or Coss. Only this deed includes the volume and page number where it was recorded. I ordered the microfilm, and on the page indicated was a message Plat removed to Plat Record 1, page 8A. So next, I need to locate where the plat records are housed and how to access them. The next highlighted record says that J.A. Cox paid John Autry and wife of McLennan County for some other land. So it appears that they sold the business and moved to McLennan County around the end of 1889. My original question seems to have been partially answered. John and Dionysia Autry did own land in Bremen, Texas between 1881 and 1889, and one of the properties could have been a store of some kind. By December 1889, they had relocated to McLennan County, Texas. I have narrowed my search for John's death to less than a year between the end of 1889 and when the census enumerator visited the household of Dionysia Autry on June 19, 1900. If you haven't looked into deed records yet, I hope this will encourage you to give them a try. They can help break down some of your brick walls and resolve a mystery or two. While I still have a few unanswered questions, I now have a good idea of where to go next. Here is some footage I shot on Main Street in Richmond not too long ago. Could one of these storefronts or lots have been where my great-great-grandparents had their store? I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions on this or other topics, please feel free to contact us.